Roku in the house. Let us share your business on Roku. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events on the Roku TV streaming service. Your message will be heard on our channel, the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Let your friends and family know so they can watch too and help spread your word. Contact us today at 866-224-5422 for more information. Roku for you on the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Now, we are at a special place on remote location today, coming at you live, and we're going to be sending out invites and all sorts of stuff. Now, we've never done a shoot at this place, so what will go wrong will go wrong. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's all good.
It's all good.
You know where we are?
We're out west.
Do you know the name of the restaurant?
Ramona's. How can I forget that?
I know. It's very special, and I know you know why. It's a very special day.
Ramona was my mother, may she rest in peace, was her name. And she had a restaurant too in the day.
Did she?
Yeah.
What kind?
At the left. She had the first restaurant in Puerto Rico that you called in to get your meal. You had to pick it up. They didn't deliver.
To go?
It was called El Teléfono, which means the phone.
That was the name of the restaurant?
Yeah. You know why? Because she didn't speak any English. So she used to go call on the phone. So everybody says, oh, it's the teléfono. And that's what they called it.
Did she cook? Did she do all the food?
My mother was a cook, yeah.
That's impressive. Wow, I never knew.
My mother was a good cook. She was unbelievable. And then I used to tell her, Mom, you work too hard. She says, yeah, but everybody loves it. My mother used to make 14,000 different dishes, and none of them were the same. And she had a ball.
What was her specialty?
Hers?
Or your mom's?
I don't know.
What was
was
your
so many.
favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, my God. It was Latino dishes. I had rice and beans. I had panes, breadfruit, all sorts of stuff.
Panes, bread for pizza?
Never
Italian
had pizza.
food?
Never had pizza. Now, what I like about Ramona's is the sign says a cafe, and we serve pizza, too. I never knew that a cafe couldn't serve pizza.
We are live at Ramona's Italian Eatery, and it is vegetarian and kosher, and they serve fish. So I'm really excited. We're going to have some lunch. They're going to bring out some pizza, breakfast, lunch. We are live, and we are located at 19785 Hampton Drive. So we're off of Kimberly Boulevard between Lyons Road and 441. So come on out. We are not far from Century Village. Anyone who is in West Boca Raton knows exactly where Kimberly Boulevard is. It is next to Shari Kodesh, the synagogue. Everyone knows. Now you even know.
Yes, I found my way here today.
What a day yesterday was. I'm still recuperating from the heat. Let me
wasn't
tell you
that
what you
hot.
do. You put a Jewish girl from Boca outside from 10 until 3 without air conditioning.
Wait a minute, you're from Florida.
Yeah, I don't do outside.
So why were you sweating like profusely?
Because we were outside. So I'm very happy. We're in a lovely indoors at Ramona's Italian Eatery today. There is beautiful air conditioning. It's a spectacular day outside. Look, the lunch crew is coming in. What a day. Our crew has been fantastic, and it is a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Look at the show off.
And I must say, I have to do a very, very special thank you. Oh, it's still lit up. That Robin Weiss brought this to me. Robin, for a living, Swarovski crystals, everything. You name it, she will Swarovski crystal it. and she has been working on this. My crown is coming. I just want you to know she's working on the crown as well for a beautiful, wonderful Wednesday.
I saw that Robin's husband is a giant crystal. He walks around crystallized.
Well, that I couldn't tell you.
I can tell you.
But she does shoes, she does party favors, she does anything, and she's been working very closely with cruise planners. I'm going to give the name out to Amy. We have Amy Trujillo here from Mini Mitzvahs, and Ramona's going to kick off our set. Our phone lines are open, so give us a call at 888-994-4995. Come on out for lunch. Manuel's enjoying his lunch, his iced tea. Is he working? What's he doing over there, Freddie?
Manuel's on vacation.
Manuel, are you on vacation or are you working with us today?
He actually sent out the press release, right?
Fantastic.
Him and You New Girl put it together.
And what, her name would be Anya.
I don't know her name.
And what does the press release say?
You New Girl.
Anya.
Anya. Anya doing?
Look at
Anya
that's a
doing?
beautiful picture.
Anya, yes.
I'm doing
Yes.
amazing today.
I asked her how she likes what we're doing. She said she loves working with us.
Look, that's Ramona.
Ramona, that is a beautiful picture.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow, nice job, gang.
Yeah, press release is all out there and everything else. Come on down. We are looking for companies to come and meet with us, individuals to come down and meet with us, have a cup of coffee, let's talk some business.
See what we do on location. Thank you yesterday to Steve-O from New York Sounds. What an amazing day we had. We had Sammy Davis Jr. and JoJo. So much fun. Dr. Lee will be shooting her
Sammy
commercial
wants to come
tomorrow.
back.
Sammy was amazing.
He was good.
He was really
I got
good.
about 15 people that says, is that guy for real? I says, yeah. It was
You like
really
Sammy
good.
Davis Jr.?
I love him.
Oh my gosh, we'll
check
have
it
to
out.
bring. We should bring him here.
We should bring them more. We have Marilyn Monroe, Sammy Davis. We have all of these guys.
I love it.
They are unreal. The Rat Pack comes, they
Oh,
sing, they
no
dance.
way.
Yeah, this one dances on the table over
I'm trying to
here.
turn my wand off. Okay. It's a little
Bang it against the
distracting. I know. Boom.
Listen, we want to thank Scott for introducing us
Yes,
to
Scott,
Ramona.
thank you for reaching out to us.
And-
Beautiful boards, and we're Ramona's. I want to introduce Ramona.
Hi.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for being so hospitable, for welcoming us into your home and your restaurant today. Tell us about Ramona's.
It's a fairly new restaurant. It has a combination of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do amazing omelets. We do Italian food. We do pizza, and our specialty is fish: salmon, bronzino, trout. We do sea bass. We do salads. A little of everything, but not a lot of everything.
How did you decide to open a restaurant?
I'm a sugar.
I'm thinking you're Meshuggah for sure, because who would open a
Crazy.
Well,
restaurant?
she's from Brooklyn, first of all.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, and I was managing a catering hall, and our smallest weddings were like 500 people, and I loved it. I really loved it, and I figured, you know what, for working for somebody, working for myself, and I've been doing a lot of surveying in this community for many years, and I saw that there was a need for a restaurant. And then this spot came up, and the restaurant that was here before me was here for the last 32 years. So I figured that had to be some good luck. So I figured, okay, let me try it out, and it's been good. You know, Florida's very seasonal. The seasons you can't get in for lunch or dinner, and in the summers I run specials, so it does attract people. And I'm just trying to get more people to know about this restaurant because everything that we make here is fresh. It's made that day. We virtually make everything by ourselves here, right down from blintzes and cakes, right? We do and the
Amy's
pizza
been
here
here
is
before.
amazing.
Amy said she's been here.
Or when I came next door.
Oh, when you came next
Yes,
door.
yes, the food is lovely, wonderful.
Oh, Amy was
Thanks.
here?
Yeah,
Amy's
it
been
is
here,
good.
yes.
Very good.
I have
Very
really
good.
good ratings, and that's not because I cook it. It's because my chef is very good and my staff is amazing.
This food, I have to tell you, it smells so good. Manuel's eating.
Don't bother him, he's eating.
Don't bother him.
Now, one of the other things that I discovered talking to Ramona is that she does catering.
Right.
So if you have a business
Yes.
and you need the fund to come to you, she's able to do that as well. I didn't know that.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a catering job later on this afternoon. I do from anywhere from 20 people to like 100 people so far. I've been very blessed for that. You could do it in the house, or I could take it to you.
How long have you been here?
This is my second year, so I didn't even go into my second season. It actually took me over 13 months. When I started this place, there wasn't even a ceiling in this place. I had to knock down every wall. I had to rewire this whole place, so we're all up to code here.
It's beautiful.
I designed it. Yeah, I
It's
designed
really,
it.
really beautiful. And I love how busy you are during the lunch crowd. So many people, friends come in, and this is a destination.
Yeah, a what?
A destination.
Yes, it is.
People came here because to come here, it's not just you happen to find it off the street. You actually come here for a reason.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like a place that you're gonna find like right off the road.
Right.
You know, but I
So when we
I
got-
like my ocean view out there.
I love your ocean
So
view.
remember that we have to give them a reason, right? Like I was telling her stories about places in Puerto Rico, the cemetery after my father died. You got to find a place to go, and I know it sounds kind of quirky, but when that happens, your mind is like scrambled eggs. You don't know what to do. Everybody around you sort of, I'm sorry, I've been detained. I mean, you don't know what to do with these people. So I hooked up with this company who you go in there and they have packages now when you come from the funeral home. And the place is packed because the food, like yours, is delicious. And it makes life a whole lot easier. You can order from the menu A, from B, from C.
Well, let me tell you about us people.
Tell me about you people.
Us people, you peoples as you call us.
Yous people.
We bring it in. After a funeral.
She could bring
or
it
a
in, too.
bris, exactly. You can cater it. And everyone's always looking for food to send into a Shiva house. The last Shiva, every Shiva I go to, all I cookies and more regular.
cookies.
Right?
Is
And
that
more
normal?
cookies. Because no one knows where to order food from. And I think people assume that the family has somebody else ordering the food in. And then they bring cookies. Or there's so much food that you could feed like 200 people.
Yeah, but cookies,
and then what do you do with
cookies isn't food.
it? Well, that's what
Well,
I'm
you
saying.
always
But Ramona's
assume
will
that's
cater. You'll cater a Shiva.
Right.
You'll
I've
cater.
done a few Shiva houses in Century Village, and they call me up. They tell me they need 12 meals, or if somebody's in the hospital, I've delivered food to hospitals for the families, because a lot of times the families come from out of town because one of the parents is sick. So, yeah, I mean, and they come back. Like some of my customers at that table, they keep coming back.
And that's what you want because it smells. And look, the ladies are here having lunch, and people go out. We're in the community where men have their men's club and they go out for breakfast and lunch. After synagogue, they go out for breakfast or lunch. Women, it's just a nice day out. It happens to be beautiful here in Boca today.
But Teddy, what were you going to say?
No, I was agreeing. Everyone assumes that the host is going to do food. Everyone assumes that the Shiva that you're at is going to do food. No one, they just bring desserts or sweets to complement it. But everyone brings desserts.
And how long does Shiva last?
It depends on the family.
a whole week, 7 days.
Right.
So for 7 days, you're going to be eating cookies?
We bury and then we bring food to the family, so the families don't have to do their own cooking. They don't have to prepare anything. It's all taken care of by neighbors and friends.
Oh, there you go.
So you don't have to worry about having a meal. Like you said, what restaurant do you go to? What do you do?
Because when out-of-towners come, and it could be anything. It could be a wedding. It could be good. It doesn't have to be a
Absolutely.
funeral. It could be a wedding, and out-of-town people come in, and there's really no place to go. You don't know what they want to have and everything else. You can start from here.
And then there's the other side. The high holidays, high holy days are coming up next week, and I don't cook for that either.
Well,
And I know you're not open.
we're not, but we do have a sukkah that we put up outside during the intermediate days of Sukkot.
Really?
Yes,
She
we
has
put
a
it
what?
up
Have
in
you
the
ever been
parking
to a
lot.
sukkah?
She has a what?
Freddie doesn't know what a sukkah is.
Oh, a sukkah is a hut.
A what?
It's a temporary hut.
Hut.
That we
A hut? H-U-T?
H-U-T,
Hut.
basically. And it's a temporary hut that we sit in and we eat in, and some people sleep in it, and they socialize in it for the entire 8 days of Sukkot.
So let me get this right. You put a...
We put it right
you put a
outside.
It's so you can eat and be
in,
with.
In New York, it would be called something else. But you put that out there.
So
and
you can eat
sleep
under the
in it?
stars.
Well, here,
Oh, I know that. I know that. There was a gentleman in Brooklyn that hired my father's company, and his son was an MIT guru. His roof of his house came off,
comes off. Yeah, a lot
so
of
that
people
you
would
can
say.
have dinner under the stars.
And
he
then
didn't-
they put on top. They put like scrap. It's like bamboo.
Well, I
And
didn't see-
palm fronds.
I didn't see
on
that, but
top.
he invited me to come before it started. He invited me because I wanted to see it work. I said, really? It took about 15 minutes for the roof to open, and you got to see the star. It was the coolest
It's
thing.
coolest because that's it. That's the whole idea. And it's a full moon at Sukkot time. When Sukkot comes, it's a full
You
moon.
do sukkahs? Sukkah?
I haven't done Sukkot in a long time since my kids were little, and it's to commemorate the harvest. I'm thinking,
It is
Amy.
the
I'm
harvest.
I'm digressing, Amy, because what a great way to bring mini mitzvahs in is to spotlight these kids in a side of sukkah.
Wonderful. I
Right?
mean, a sukkah always brings family, friends, everyone together. Having all the fruit, having all the sweetness, bringing in the year with all the sweetness. It's a beautiful idea. Definitely something to consider.
Right, 'cause we talk about mini mitzvahs. When does the sukkah? When do you put the sukkah up, Ramona?
Rosh Hashanah
Oh my
is
God.
on. Levine, when do we put the sukkah up?
I let
Yeah.
you call somebody's last name. After Rosh Hashanah. All right, so
when
the,
is Rosh Hashanah? The 29th,
the
30th,
29th
and the
is there
October
Rosh
1st.
Hashanah, yes.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow, look at this. This looks
is-
spectacular.
You got my bell.
I got your bell with some cheese.
Oh yeah, I call him Levine.
This smell is amazing. I just have to say.
You like it, huh?
It is.
You can hang out at the cafe a little, can't
tantalizing.
you?
I love that we now have the
Gotcha.
cafe at Ramona's Italian Eatery.
Thank you.
This is spectacular.
This is.
Well, the sukkah goes
Wow.
up, and then we can enjoy food under the sukkah, under the stars.
Yeah, but then you have to eat at night, right?
All day
Ramona-
long.
Also.
Oh,
People
during the
live in
day?
it.
There's no
I
stars
put
during the
fans-
day.
I put fans in my sukkah, and it's not a very fancy one. Mine is a very typical sukkah that you would see in Brooklyn. It's everybody. There's one long table, and everybody goes, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me."
So you put a
love
long
that.
table out there and
It's a
people
long
eat?
table in the sukkah, yeah.
Wow.
And that's how I do it. I keep it very simple.
Do you put it out front?
Out front in the parking lot.
Very nice.
Right
That's
in front
incredible.
Of the, right in front
Very
of the
nice.
ocean.
Right? Teddy, when was the last time you were at a sukkah?
I think like 2 years ago when I was still doing Kabbalah at college.
Really?
Yeah. My rabbi used to do like a huge one. His whole neighborhood, they all did one big sukkah.
There's so many things about the Jewish holidays. Besides them being beautiful and commemorate so many good things, are you on mic or are you not? I'm
I
just
am.
wondering what conversation you're
I'm
having over there.
I'm having a friend. You know, you're on the air right now.
Well, I'm just
I'm
wondering,
having
are
a
we
friend.
bringing her into
She
the
hasn't been here in a
conversation?
long time.
Okay.
And she's telling me about what it looked like before Ramona changed it.
It was completely renovated. It was, but from night to day and night, it's so completely different.
You like the food here?
Yeah, the food's really good. I like all the dairy food here.
Are you going to bring your friends here?
We have brought our friends here.
Bring more friends. Bring more.
Yes,
Well, there you have it.
as long as they pick us up, we'll come.
Pick you up. Where you coming from?
We'll come to Century Village, but I don't drive because I'm partially.
They got the bus, though.
No, they don't have the bus.
Well, we're going to create a bus. We're going to have the Ramona bus. I'm just having a conversation.
Century Village.
Century Village, but it doesn't
Wow.
make the stop
That's
here
Rochelle?
anymore. She's got to get on the schedule.
What was the
again.
other one?
Ramona, did you hear that? Century Village
That's
bus
half of
doesn't
Rochelle,
stop
and
here
now we have a
anymore. We
full
got to get you back
Rochelle?
on the schedule.
Century Village is what?
It doesn't stop here anymore, so we're going to get you on the schedule.
I know, it was supposed to.
We're going to get you on the schedule. Don't worry about it.
All right, we're going to
Okay.
go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to dig into this delicious pizza called Rochelle. Talk to mini mitzvahs. More from Ramona's Italian Eatery. We are West Boca Raton. We're located at 19785 Hampton Drive. Give us a call or write in 888-994-4995, and we will be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And I'll ring your bell for you because you're chewing again.
Welcome.
He gets yelled at every time we're on set and he's eating, but it's so good.
This is delicious.
And yes, we're discussing a kosher restaurant, vegetarian, and what that means. So let's talk about what that means for people that don't know.
I didn't know.
It's an Italian eatery,
It's
but
an Italian eatery. I don't mix meat and hi, Mommy. I don't mix meat and dairy products, but we do have some vegan thing. We have a hamburger. We have I think we're using Beyond Meat now, not the Impossible now. I'm going to start doing like a vegan hot dog with sauerkraut on a bun with mustard. So the only thing is, the difference between my food and like anybody else's food is just that I don't mix the two. You won't find meat in my restaurant.
there's no meat here. So it's just like being in a vegan restaurant. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
It's just like being in a vegan restaurant. There is no meat here.
Yeah.
So
Nobody blesses the food or anything. It's just...
It's a vegetarian, vegan,
vegetarian,
Italian eatery.
vegan
This
restaurant.
pizza is delicious. Amy, you love this?
Delicious.
Do you live near here?
I'm a little near here,
Not
yes.
too far,
I will
right?
definitely be back. It doesn't matter.
Have you
It's
brought the kids?
delicious. I will be bringing the kids.
We've got Amy Trujillo, and I know you have to go to school, so we're going to get you out of here with mini mitzvahs. You have a big event coming up on next Sunday.
We do. On September 29th at B'nai Torah, we will be doing our Share the Sweetness event. And in order to bring in the new year, no better way than with a mitzvah and to get the kids involved in a mitzvah. So the children will be baking bread pudding and packaging it and then making some nice cards and delivering it to the homebound seniors next door.
I'm very excited. I'm going. Look who's walking in the door. I'm coming. I'm going. And Jen G wants to come. And Jen G and I don't cook. So the fire department has been alerted that we don't cook. But everyone at B'nai Torah has taken care that everything will be there. The food has been donated, except you want people to make donations for snacks.
Yes. What we're going to be doing is when the children come to the program, our program, Mini Mitzvahs, as you know, is made up of 1st to 5th graders doing social action projects throughout the community. So for every event, we also like to tie in with a different organization or a different school that we can help out. And for this event, we will be tying in with Boca Raton Elementary, a Title I school in Boca. And we are asking all the children that come to please bring snacks, after school snacks for the children at the school. Very sadly, a lot of them this may be their only meal, what they get at school. So it's very important that we can help feed them and help get them going.
Mini Mitzvahs is such an incredible organization, and it's involving our kids at a young age. And we were talking before the show that really starts with parents, and it's kind of the conversation we've had before, Freddie, because very rarely will a child say, I want to do that, unless they've seen an act of kindness coming from home or at school. And it's an opportunity to really ingrain what it is about giving back to the community, about sharing love and hope and kindness, instead of hate, right? We've got two things, and kids are not born to hate. It's a learned behavior. They're born to love, so why not nurture this and give back? And what you're doing is amazing.
Thank you.
You've got 2 young kids to start a foundation. We were talking earlier. Yes. Kids don't say, oh, wait, I want to be on your board of directors. Let me go out and do some fundraising for you.
Mine do.
But yours do.
Yes.
And how many kids come to your events?
We usually have between 15 to 35, 40. Some events we have to cap off because we just sadly can't have anymore. So it's very good to go to our website, minimitzvahs.com, and sign up for the events in advance to make sure you can get your child in. The bottom line is that we want kids to become desensitized. So by the time they get to middle school, they just have better coping skills in what comes their way. And there's no better way to do that than to get out into the community and help and become lifelong servers. That's the goal.
It's inclusion, and your child does not have to be Jewish to be involved with mini mitzvahs. And that's something we want to really, really bring home. This is open to all children. Their event happens to be next Sunday for the Jewish holy days, but the food is going back to all of the elderly.
Yes,
on Sunday.
all
Everyone that is
the
located.
homebound seniors
Correct.
that live in Stratford Court. We will be knocking on doors and delivering to them. You do not need to be a member of B'nai Torah. We just ask you to sign up in advance in order to participate, for your children to participate.
It's such a great
And I'm not Jewish, and I'm going to go make apple pie.
We're going to make bread pudding. We are.
Bread pudding or apple pie? You know, there's a big
What is
difference.
it?
You're going to color the cards. You're going to decorate the cards that we're going to give to the
well,
homebound
We
Where
don't
seniors.
get to bake at all. She's keeping me away from the cooking from the
You,
stove.
I can cook, baby. I'm gonna tell you something. I have a cooking finger. I can hit that stove and turn it on and off.
But I love working with mini mitzvahs, and so much of what our goal is through the Brooklyn Cafe is really to involve kids and to bring it forward into the community and to start a kids network. Because there's nothing better than engaging kids with kids. Look who's here! The beautiful Danielle Bouljan. We've missed her.
I can't even remember. I didn't even remember what she looked like. She walked through the door. She waved at me and said, "Who's that?"
And she's so beautiful. Our Brooklyn Cafe TV photographer is live with us at Ramona's Italian Eatery. How do people get involved with Sunday?
Okay, so the best way to get involved is to go to our website, minimitzvahs.com, and to look under events, and we will have our flyer there and our sign-up sheet there.
And what's the next event? You're doing something also for food, for Bahamas?
We do. My children's school, Donna Klein, they will be putting on a very big fundraiser, all the kids, all the grades. If you would like to get involved and see how you can donate, we have partnered up with Grand Bahama Children's Home, which is an orphanage over in Grand Bahama that has gone through major destruction inside. Yes. So we will be gathering a lot of donations that will be sent off to the Children's Home. If you would like more information about that, you can also reach out to minimitzvahs.com, send me an email, your phone number, and we can talk.
So incredible.
Come on down and have a little cup of coffee. Have a little.
And I'm really excited because I'm hoping that Mini Mitzvahs will continue their platform on WNN with their own radio social media show to really share it
Thank
out.
you.
We were talking, grandparents, I could theoretically be a grandmother.
I don't know what theoretically means, but
Well, I'm
it's
not.
either yes you are or no you're not
I'm
yet.
not, but I'm old enough to be a grandmother.
What? Okay, what does that mean?
It just means there's more generations that are engaging in social media that want to see their grandchildren participate in what they're participating in, right?
Yes.
Social media, the radio, it opens up all venues. When I actually said that to Amy, I went, oh man, my daughter's 27. Is that unbelievable?
be a grandmother?
No, I don't want to be right now. Eventually,
If you-
but not right now.
If you saw the news, Carl Yastrzemski, which played for the Boston Red Sox for 23 years, only played for one team. His grandson hit a home run in Boston yesterday to win the game. He plays for the Giants. Can you imagine seeing your grandson hit where you are an icon, Hall of Famer? He's in the Hall of Fame, Carl. And I saw him play. I saw him play in Yankee Stadium. And to watch your grandson hit a home run, I mean, they put them on the field together. I mean, everybody was crying. I don't know why they were crying, but it's phenomenal. So, yes, you're going to be a grandparent.
Isn't that what it's all about? It's from
soon.
right, Lador Vador, generation to generation, and it's sharing and giving back to the community. And I can't believe that's your mom. I keep looking at this beautiful woman next to you, Ramona. So when you called her mommy, I thought that was just like a nickname for your friend. You are absolutely beautiful. So amazing. What a gift, Ramona, to have your mom here. She lives in the area?
Yeah, she lives in the building next to me.
That's really in the
After-
area.
Yeah, after my father passed, she was living in Boynton Beach, and I kind of moved her closer, so this way, but she's enjoying it. She plays mahjong with the ladies, and she's very active in the community now, and, listen, life over 80 is good.
Do you
amazing.
remember in the day in New York when your family, one member, moved into a building? They had 5 floors, and across, they had all sorts of apartments. Everybody moved into that building. in the
Everybody
family.
lived together years
You
ago.
remember that? In my house, we had 12 families moving to the same building. And they moved to another building, everybody went. Everybody went. And everybody went. So for her to be right next door to you, it's no surprise.
It's amazing,
That's the way
right?
it was done in the day. You remember those days?
No, but my dad did. When my dad grew up, he grew
And
up
your
in
mom.
Bensonhurst, and he lived with his grandparents. And there was the basement and then the different floors. I do remember visiting my grandparents' house there, and then they moved here, but it was a multi-generational house. And I
Always.
think it's come back to that here for different reasons,
Well,
but
kids come home because they ain't get a job. That's a different reason. But in the day, it was always that way. Now, you remember when they had the tub in the kitchen?
My grandfather tells me about that. Like you had to take a bath, I think it was on Thursdays because Friday was fish day. And the fish
For
were
the
in the
gefilte
bath.
fish,
Right,
right?
the fish was in the
there's a
bathtub.
carp in my bathtub.
And the tub was in the kitchen.
In
and
the
they had a
kitchen.
cover. You took the cover off and you took a bath in the tub. And then you put the cover back on and it was a table.
You remember-
You remember that?
Wait, you
They
ate
still-
on the
well,
bathtub?
a little bit before, but
Over the bathtub, yes.
I was watching a show one time about Japan, some of the apartments, and because they're so short of space, that's basically what they do. The tub, they cover it, and it becomes a bedroom.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
amazing how they use a small little bit of space, and then they're actually able to make a whole home out of it.
It used to use, there was a wooden plank that had linoleum on top, and you put that over the tub, and it became your table.
It became a table.
And when you took it off, you took a bath. One day, I was taking a bath in there, and people came to the house unannounced, and they locked me in that stupid thing for about 5 minutes until they got rid of it. I'll never forget that. I was a kid. It was ridiculous.
You
but
can't
in
go in
day-
the kitchen because Freddie's in the bathtub.
And there was always a walk-up. There was nothing such as an elevator. My
Yeah, we
father
didn't
used to
have those
say,
pla-
there
those
was no
back
elevator.
years ago.
My father used to say to me, in my day, they didn't have no elevator. You had to walk up. It was always a walk-up.
Oh, I always heard about the nickel hot dog. at
Nickel hot dog.
Nathan's.
35 cents to get on a
In
bus.
bus.
On a bus, 35 cents. Pizza was 50 cents in a day. Don't tell nobody.
I
That's
remember
50
when pizza
cents.
was 10 cents a slice, and it went up to 15 cents. And then I remember it was in Queens, on Queens Boulevard, and then went up to 25 cents a slice.
I remember
said, That's
25.
it, I'm not eating pizza anymore.
I remember 25.
I
Yeah.
can't even imagine.
Now I make them.
Now you
right.
make them.
Now you make them. But 25 cents a slice.
Yeah,
You used to get a slice and a soda for 50 cents.
that's right.
It was unbelievable in the day. I mean, life was different.
We used to
Everything
be able to
tastes
go to a
different.
baseball game with
Oh,
a whole
yes.
family of 4 for like $20.
$20.
Yeah.
I was a Yankee Stadium.
You're not that much older than me, and I can tell you, growing up in Florida, it was not like that.
Well, in New York, it was like
New
that.
It was
It was
totally
totally
different.
like
I
that.
can tell you, not like that here.
I was a bleacher bum in Yankee Stadium. Bleacher
All the
bum,
way in
me.
the back.
Hey, up there in the back and sitting there. And they were drinking beer, and everybody bought everybody beers. I didn't know you. Get the lady a beer. Get them all. I got this round. And they used to buy beer without knowing each other. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. My brother used to go and say, watch this. I used to get Snicker bars. I used to get Mars bars. And I used to tell my brother, I don't know these people. He says, don't worry about it. You're a bleacher bum now.
Totally
In Yankee
different.
Stadium.
Is your husband from New York also, Ramona?
Yeah, Brooklyn, born and raised. Levine.
Born and raised. My dad, too. My dad's going to be 80 in November.
My husband is 80.
So
You
maybe
know,
they know each other.
It's funny because they always say Brooklyn.
Maybe your husband knows my dad.
Brooklyn,
Levine.
probably, because your mother knows everybody. Brooklyn, USA. For some reason, New York, when you say New York, everybody thinks of Brooklyn. Always. Always. Not the Bronx. Not the Bronx.
Well, the Bronx is the Bronx.
It's
The
always-
Bronx,
The Bronx is the Bronx.
The Bronx is the only word in New York that has the word "the" in
They
front of it.
stand out on their
It's
own.
The Bronx. Too many syllables.
Amy, where are you from?
I'm actually born and raised
Here?
Here in South Florida.
How about your parents?
My mother is from Far Rockaway, so I'm very familiar.
There you go.
I spent my winters and summers in Far Rockaway.
That's
so,
far. That's way out there by the ocean.
Beautiful though.
Have you ever gone to the Empire State Building?
Do you know, I think only when I was in school,
Do you know I've never been there?
I think only when I was in school one time.
Really?
I've been in Paris, I've been in the Eiffel Tower.
Of course you have. That's
But-
not New York.
It's
But
not
have
New
you ever
York.
been to
I've
the
never been in
Empire?
the World Trade Tower.
You were or you weren't?
Never.
I was. I used to hang out there. Windows on the World, I used to hang
Oh,
out
you
there
used to
too.
go there, yeah.
But the Empire State Building, I never went to.
Wow.
Never. I went
No,
to
I
the
think
Statue of
one time
Liberty.
maybe during school.
I went to Gilligan's Island, which is now that other island.
I don't know where you've been. Been everywhere, but where are we today?
We're right here, Ramona's place.
We're at Ramona's Italian Eatery. I'm watching Danielle. I've really missed her. You know what a treat this is, Ramona, to have Danielle Boujon. You'll never get any better professional photographs than with Danielle. So what a treat it is to have. Oh, and here's more food.
And Danielle does photography and pictures and everything else for women that are pregnant, right?
She'll do headshots. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this food.
This is like
This is
Eggplant parmesan. That's an omelet, and that's the trout.
Wow.
This
is
is
a
like
feast.
your new place. Do you know? First of all, you don't even eat meat. You don't
I
like
know.
meat.
That's why I'm so excited.
You're like you've come home.
This is home.
This is
And I
home.
wish my parents were up here. I have
You
to.
should
I'm
want
gonna
to
have.
hit that fly.
I'm gonna have to like a fly swat. I'm gonna have to bring my parents. They will absolutely love this.
They're gonna freak out.
So excited. And my dad probably knows Levine, and I'm sure they could have a whole conversation.
We had this segment that we do on the cafe. It's called Just a Little Vegan.
Just a little
Vegan.
Oh,
Because we want people to be at least one day a week vegan, especially diabetics like myself, because it will help you overcome a lot of stuff going on inside. Maybe you go to 2 days, 3 days. So we
Right.
start with Just a Little Vegan. But this is remarkable.
This looks
you coming in?
delicious. Amy, your kids are going to love this.
This is amazing.
Amy, you like?
Yes, and I saw some sweet potato fries back there, and I'm just like,
Amy, you like sweet potato
And your friend
fry?
works next door, right?
yes, she does. She does at the temple next door, Cherie Kodesh, Courtney. Yeah.
This is really
So,
amazing.
And I know I'm sure she comes over here and eats all the time as well.
Yeah, Ramona said you
They
didn't come
do,
to
they
see
do.
me. But this is so great. We're in West Boca Raton on Kimberly Boulevard. And before, I know, Amy, you have to go to school at what time? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Tell us
I think.
again
You're going
about...
to school.
I do.
Tell us
Play
again
hooky.
about Sunday, next Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday at B'nai Torah in Boca on 18th Street, we have our event, the Share the Sweetness event, and the kids will be making bread pudding. It will be delivered to the homebound seniors, and we would love for your kids to join. Please go to minimitzvahs.com to register.
And look out for a special coming out in a couple of weeks.
so nice.
And
We
what
have a big
ages?
announcement coming.
The ages are 1st to 5th grade. And if you have a 6th grader that would like to be involved, we don't ever say no to any kids that want to do community service. We
And you
really
have
don't.
room?
We have room.
So we need like
have room.
200.
It will by
I want-
Thursday. We will be filling up and probably have to close off as we did last year.
I want
But we do
200
have room
kids.
right now.
We
They
never
don't have
close.
room for 200,
Yeah,
but
we
they have
make
other
room.
events.
Yeah, we make room. I want 200
make
kids.
room.
You know what? If you got 200 kids, we got to figure it out. That's all I got to say.
Exactly.
And you ever remember in the day we used to have cut day? You remember cut day? She remembers. You know
I
what
had
cut
my daughter. When I was raising my daughter, we'd wake up in the morning sometimes. They say, official cut date? She'd say, yeah.
Do you know what cut day means?
It was official, yeah.
Do you know what that means? You don't know what cut day
I
is?
mean, you go,
They don't
don't go to
understand.
school.
Don't go to school.
But this
don't
is
go to
on a
school.
Sunday. But the event they're having on Sunday.
No, I'm talking about right now, because she got to go to school.
Oh,
You gotta
oh, he
go.
wants you to
I
have
would
an official
like
cut
that. I would
day.
And there's
to
so
cut,
much
but I
here to
can't.
eat.
He wants you to contact Mini
I want to
Mitzvahs.
know if I can get this to go, and I can just
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely.
We'll put it
All
into
of
a box
this.
for you.
It's minimitzvahs.
minimitzvahs.com.
minimitzvahs.com. And if your child cannot make next Sunday's event, they have an event every
Every
month.
month.
And there is no fee. And that's also, it is free to bring your kid out to do this event, multiple children. It's to get them involved, to give back to the community. And every month there's another event. So all you have to do is follow them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes,
Amy, for
thank
what
you.
you're doing.
Thank you always.
We're going to go to commercial break. Amy's going to take her pizza to go. We'll bring Scott up.
Yes.
Continue our conversation live from Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca Raton, 19785 Hampton Drive. And if you don't know where that is, just between Lyons and 441 on Kimberly. You can't miss it. There's a gas station on the corner, and we're right inside.
Come on down.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee. And it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.danielle, BULJAN.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome back.
You know who's watching?
Who's watching?
Marty Star Cats. Marty, come on over.
Hey, Marty, come on down.
Marty would love it here. I bet you live in the area. So come on over. We're at Ramona's Italian Eatery. Scott, you're joining us. Scott, I don't even know your last name.
Liberto.
You have Mike?
I do.
That's Mr. Scott.
We call him Scott. We have Scott Ramona.
It's like Liberty with an O on the end.
And Scott reached out to us about coming here. What a great idea.
Yeah, their food is really good. I came in here for lunch one day, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. Why isn't there anybody in here right now? And so I talked to Ramona, and my company does websites. So we went ahead and built a beautiful website, and we did a photographic shoot, and it's a great restaurant. And so when I met you guys, I'm like, this would be a good place to come and eat some food, do some streaming, and let people know about a really good vegetarian / kosher restaurant here in West Boca Raton.
It's funny, when Scott came to see us, we put him right on the set.
He stayed with us for 2 hours, 3 hours, and I kept saying, Fred, I got to talk to you. Fred, I got to talk to you. Fred, I got to talk to you. And Scott goes, oh, Freddie, I think she wants to talk to you.
Well, you know, not for nothing, but on the cafe, it is 85% women.
It's true.
So a guy comes along,
Maybe
you sort of have
95.
to, you got to hold on to a guy, because if Dylan's not here, I'm outnumbered again.
Yeah.
And again, and again, and again.
And again. But this is such a great venue, Scott. Thank you so much. The food looks, Freddie, we have to dig into
welcome.
some of this.
Yeah, they have, what I like is they have like fish dishes, and the fish dishes are unbelievable, and everything is so clean and so wonderful. But they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I've got breakfast here. I've got lunch right here. This is
Eggplant parm.
Eggplant parmesan,
Do you like eggplant parmesan?
with a side of veggies.
Right, grilled vegetables on the side.
What was that one over there?
An omelet?
An omelet.
This is an omelet, and it's a beautiful omelet too. Okay, with some cheese.
I tell you, this is
And then finally, this is
Trout.
trout. Yeah, and this is what pan-fried trout. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
And this one is with a garlic butter sauce on top of it.
Garlic butter sauce, pretty nice. So really something for everybody.
How did you find Ramona's?
You know, in my travels, what I do is I'm sort of a traveling salesman for a company called Spotlight Media. We're located in Boca Raton, been doing it for 10 years. And I wanted lunch, and I was looking, you know, I'm always looking for customers. And when I stopped in, I'm like, wow, what a good menu. So that's how I found her. So I live in West Boca. I've been here for 25 years now. So, and this is, and they're also on, you can find them on Delivery Dudes too.
And I want people to know it's kosher, but it's also vegan, vegetarian. It opens the gamut. You don't have to say, I'm not kosher, I'm not Orthodox, I can't go to Ramona's.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to realize that the food is delicious. It is open to everyone. They just don't have meat, which is a whole another vegan trend that we're addressing. Every day, a little bit of vegan.
You know, if you do just a little vegan one day of the week, you stop at Ramona's, you fill whatever it is that one day a week is.
Or every day.
Or
And I'm always looking for food to eat.
Yeah, you would
I'm
eat
always
this
looking for food to
7
eat.
days a week.
And I live on eggs and butternut squash soup. So now I can add to my repertoire, and I can have
She has all
vegetarian
sorts of
pizza,
stuff.
eggplant parmesan, trout. The fish looks delicious. It all looks incredible. And Mom is here also. How exciting, Ramona.
And my husband, Sam.
Sam-
Levine.
And Sam
There he
Levine
is.
is over there.
He's always here.
It's just a
In his
family
barber
restaurant.
chair.
It's a great family Why is he in a barber chair?
They were throwing it out back there, and he sits all day here, so he's very
Oh,
comfortable.
I was wondering if there was more to the story. No, that's just a
No,
simple
basically
story.
it's that. He's 80 years old. He likes to sit. We keep him
He gets to
comfortable.
shave. He gets to sit. And he gets to eat.
I was wondering why a barber chair. It's a simple answer, right? You think it's
Very
so
simple.
complicated. Nope, they were giving it away, and here's the chair.
He's
No,
from
it's wrong
Brooklyn.
anyway.
He's an old timer from Brooklyn. If it's there, it's his.
What a funny story. And you know, all these ladies here, they come for lunch.
Oh, there's
They're
Debbie.
waving.
Hey there.
And that's Debbie.
From
Debbie
the
from-
Debbie from the
yes,
gallery.
I know Debbie from the gallery.
You know Debbie from
Yes,
the
her
gallery?
artwork used to be in our studio.
Debbie, you know your artwork was in our studio.
Debbie Height.
Yeah, remember at the heart
Yes.
at the Heart of Del Rey Art
That's what
Gallery.
she's saying. I'm Debbie from the gallery.
She's
That's what-
she was pointing over there. I thought there was a
She's
gallery
saying,
over
I'm
there.
Debbie from the gallery. No, in our studio, where we have the popcorn machine, was her. Remember the gold that she did?
Oh, I
She did some
remember
great
that. Did you?
pieces.
I
She didn't
remember.
get-
Did you sell that piece? Of
Yeah.
course she did. Of
She
course
did.
I loved that piece, and we put the curtains and everything by it.
The fractured piece.
Yes. It was
He's going to say to
on
me,
there.
how do you remember
You got to
all
bring
that?
it back. Buy it back, Debbie.
But Debbie, have you been here before? Wow, see that? And did you know we were here? How about that? What a coincidence.
What a co-
Welcome.
we didn't-
Welcome.
It's funny, we didn't know you were here either.
Debbie is a spectacular artist, Ramona. So if you're looking for maybe artwork to put around this beautiful restaurant, she
Oh,
is the
she's-
person to
she's
get in
unreal.
touch with.
Unreal.
And it goes to the synagogue next door, right? It's all about community and keeping everything together.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's
Wow.
your artwork now, Debbie?
Right now, it's like all over the place. It's in my house. It's in a couple other places. My
Well, in your house, we don't get
kids'
to see it, so we need to get it
Okay,
out in the
so
community.
we're all going to Debbie's house.
house. Okay.
They have, what is that called?
We're bringing
Snooker? What is
pizza.
that?
You know, you don't want to have you don't want to do that.
She's, yes, she's my friend who's an amazing artist that also did, I think it was donated to the Holocaust Museum.
Wow.
Really?
Amazing, amazing work.
Wow.
Famous stuff, I'm going to tell you.
Well, we need
Great,
to bring
great
you
stuff.
both
She can
on the
come and
show.
put some of her things on my wall.
Look at that, you have walls now.
I have wall space.
Beautiful
here.
wall
Hey,
space.
Debbie, now you have you got a whole bunch of canvas walls here.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Absolutely.
I gotta tell you, her stuff was so remarkable.
That
we
she
went
sold
out and we put curtains around. I mean, if you come up to the studio, Scott has been there.
Yeah, nice.
Those curtains were hung with her paintings around it. 'Cause
Oh,
we
really?
wanted to have a New York style type of play environment.
Yeah.
With the popcorn machine, now we have an on-air thing. I mean, it's just gets crazy. But her stuff was phenomenal.
Do you remember
Yeah.
she had that piece? It was fractured. It was like a broken woman, and she put it back together with gold. And in Japan, right, we talk about what that is. The ceramic, it's called kitsugi, and they put it back together so the pottery is stronger through the gold. So she
Oh,
was
that's neat.
broken, and when she's been put back together, she's stronger, and that's a lot of what we do, women empowerment, coming back stronger through the community, through the gold, and that piece was sold, and we actually then met a designer who had clothing that was the same type of thing about you when you're stronger, when you put back together with the support of your community, which was a great piece, and that piece sold.
It was really cool, and I'm glad that she sold.
I'm glad
pieces.
you're here.
She's,
It's so nice to see you.
It's good to see an old friend.
It was your birthday the last time.
My birthday?
Your birthday.
My birthday? I don't
That's
celebrate.
my birthday.
No, it's Dawn's birthday because I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't know when I was born.
It'll be my birthday every day.
Every day.
I'll be on my birthday. And lacrosse is Anne is here joining us. She's got a big event that she's launching. We got a lot going
Yeah,
on here.
a lot of old friends in the house.
And Scott, you help with marketing for all types of business. I know he's eating. Sorry,
No,
I
I'm
got you
done.
mid-bite. Okay.
I'm quick. No.
Okay.
Yeah. What my company does is we do marketing and advertising for all sorts of companies, but basically, a company needs to have a good website. Okay. I mean, no matter what, you need to have a place where this is who I am and what I'm about. And what we do is we make sure these days you need to have a button. You press the button, there you go. And then you also need to have a button, so a button to call, a button for delivery dudes, and a button on how to get there. And so we analyze everything that a company is doing, we figure out how to say it in the least words possible, do a full photo shoot, and then we build the page within 4 weeks. Once it's up, that's when it starts happening. When you have good SEO, search engine optimization, and that's the basis of all websites, it gets people to see what you're doing out there. But that's just the beginning, because we also do Facebook. Because as you know, you're on Facebook right now along with Roku and
Right.
everything else. And so we do posting 5 days a week on Facebook, 2 days on Instagram. And then we also do something called remarketing, which is something that a lot of people don't know about, but it's sort of something that you realize that it's out there, because you ever go to Target, you go to some place online, and all of a sudden you see these ads pop up out of nowhere. That's what we do. So if you have a restaurant and somebody's looking around different restaurants, or you're shopping for anything really, we put some code on the very top of the page. And so if you go to the website and then you go to Facebook, all of a sudden your ads start popping up. And it'll pop up for 30 days. That's the way that we have it set.
It'll pop away on Facebook?
Right in your Facebook news feed. And so if you press that again, it brings you right back to the website again, and it resets that. And it also gives you an opportunity to hit like, so you can
That's
like
really
the Facebook
interesting.
page.
I didn't realize.
Ever
it did
notice
that.
when you shop for things, or people in your house shop, and ends up on your Facebook,
Yeah.
things you've been looking for?
Only Amazon.
But it's
Because
always the
we're
things
an
you're looking on.
influencer. No, because we're an Amazon influencer. I get bombarded every day, but this is a different. I never heard of that
Yeah,
concept.
it's something that a lot of people don't realize that you can actually have done for yourself.
And have it done.
Yeah, and
You doing this, Ramona?
Right now, he's just doing a basic website for me, and I have to tell you, his rates are reasonable, and I've taken a liking to him, even though sometimes I get very stressed, and he's been like really good with me.
I stress you down.
He de-stresses me.
I put
yeah.
everything in perspective for you.
He
so.
does,
Yeah.
he does. And it's so reasonable, and I didn't have to pay like $10,000 for someone to set it up, and he told me that all I have to do is call in, and they can just put new things in for me and pictures in for me, which I'm not so savvy yet, so like I push it to the side sometimes.
So for
but there's a
Mother's
lot.
Day and Father's Day, we give unlimited updates. And we also make sure that we put a coupon or information on the website as needed. And so there's all these holidays. And so we charge a rate of $199 per month for a website.
It's
that
very
includes
reasonable.
everything. And it's $190 to get started in our process. Most websites are between $500 to $2,000 to have a website built.
We had a client that was 10,000. Do you remember? And she had zero SEO.
Yeah.
She paid $10,000.
I paid a lot for my first woman, and I had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because sometimes people will tell you buy this website that's $10,000 because it's going to do everything for you, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know, there are websites that can't even hold video.
Yeah.
Because of speeds and restrictions and what have you. So you think you're getting this and it doesn't. Then they got to go back to the drawing board, and next thing you know, you're down 6 months, and that could be the end of your business.
Yeah. And then the final thing we do is called Google AdWords. And a lot of people have heard of Google AdWords, and people are like, how does Google make their money? Advertisement. And one of the main ways is what we do is if your business is, let's just put faucets, okay? There's a million different ways of saying faucets and what you need.
Right.
And so we make sure that we put in like 1,000 different words that will work. And we take in consideration the physical location. So when you type those 2 or 3 words, you're going to come up in the form of an ad in Google. And so that ad, when you click it, we send you not to the website, but to a landing page. Here's the thing. The landing page does 3 things. It allows you to either call, it allows you to get there, drive there, or it allows you to fill out a form to ask for information.
Right.
And so we record every single phone call that comes through there, and we track it. And the reason we do that is a lot of times people need to remember, but you don't know exactly what that initial phone call is all about.
Right.
And so we record it for that purpose, and we also record it for if you're a business and someone's not answering the phone correctly or they're not doing, you're able to take a look at that.
How do
So,
people contact you?
you can contact me by calling 561-542-1829. That goes directly to my cell phone. That's the best way. The other way is to call our main number, and that's all found on our website at spotlightmedia.com.
And Ramona, how's it working for you so far?
It's amazing. because it's easy for me because I'm not good at these things.
That's what it's all about, right? It's making it
It
easy.
makes my life easy.
Easy and affordable.
Exactly.
Well, easy first, and then affordable is always up there.
Yeah,
but
it's up
easy,
there.
you know, it could be free, but you can't do it, so
Yeah.
you won't do it.
Ramona's not going to be somebody who's going to be wanting to handle a website.
No.
She just wants somebody
No.
she's going to run her restaurant.
Exactly, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's handling your business and knowing that other things are taken care of, because growing your business in your business and then all the aspects of advertising, it becomes too much for anyone to do.
Yep. And you want to make sure that when you do business, you're doing business, not making believe you're doing business, because season's coming. You know, our Super Bowl is about. You know, the
Yeah.
Super Bowl is being held here down in Miami as
Oh,
well.
is it?
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
down in Miami this year. So the object of the game is to get creative. Now I heard one of your patrons here saying that she wants to see more activity done, which is always good for businesses. And I was going to ask Scott, when you is there a format that you can do to have like a newsletter for her, so that people know what's going on at Ramona's, whether it's a
What we
seminar
do,
or anything?
we do that sort of in the form of Facebook. We don't do a newsletter. We only do the 4 things, but the Facebook, what we do is we call up the customer 1 week before we do the advertisement for Facebook. And so we tell them what we're going to put on. But say she wants to say, hey, I've got this special, we make sure that we add that on to the next week. And so everything is done according to what she wants, not exactly what we want.
Ramona,
So-
what is your website? Or Scott, what is Ramona's website?
It's Ramona'sItalianEatery.com.
And we're going to
Yeah.
be changing that on Facebook, right? So it'll all be a consistent name. So when you look
Yep.
up Ramona's, it'll all be consistent Ramona's Italian Eatery.
Yeah, and she changed that because it's an Italian-based restaurant, but she's also, she didn't want to just be known as kosher.
I think it's a great idea.
But she's vegetarian, kosher, and Italian, so all the good things in life.
How do you like the eggplant?
That's unbelievable.
The eggplant's delicious.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I've had that before.
I gotta tell you.
Your new place?
New place.
What hours and what days of the week are you open?
For the summer right now, we're open Sunday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Hopefully in the winter months, I'll open on Friday mornings, and if I get the right crowd, I'll open up on Saturday nights. Problem is that most of my crowd is, right now, a lot of the people is like Century Village, and they all go to the show, so to open up, it just was not worth it for me the first year. But then again, I only went through 1 season. It took me 13 months to build it. I opened up April 10th, the season ended, the season came, I blinked and it was gone.
The first year is the hardest.
And
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
And we're
Yeah.
rolling into season 2.
Season 2.
I'm into season
The
2,
game
so I
has
really believe
changed.
it's going to do well.
We're gonna do shows here. We're gonna do all sorts of theaters. You know, we had that lady who has that play. I'm serious.
Yes.
If you bring in different aspects, different things that nobody expects, you won't believe who shows up.
All right,
I
stay
would love
tuned.
it.
We're going to take a
I'm
quick
here.
commercial break. When we come back, 95.3 FM 1470, AM 888-565-1470. It's lunchtime. We're digging in live from Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca
Thank you.
Raton. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Are you ready for the challenge? Do you know what's coming?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Nick. I'm at Hey Mr. DJ Florida. We offer really great services. We offer DJ and limo service. When you book the DJ service through us, you get the courtesy limo for the entire day. My office number is 561-507-4376. Mention Yelp or Google, you get 15% additional savings. You can look me up on Yelp or Google under Hey Mr. DJ.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
That's a long one. And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. And I hope Joe can hear us today.
Joe, you hear us?
I hope so. Just give me the thumbs up if you can. The thumbs up if you can.
Did he give you a thumbs up?
He give you a thumbs up. Joe. Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe. Joe hasn't given us a thumbs up, but we're hoping that he can hear us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Your Beasley Radio Network.
How's that new spot coming, by the way?
The new spot that was done by the Terminator. Now, we have a new spot coming out.
The Animator.
What do they call it?
Terminator.
Yeah,
He could be that too.
We have a new spot at the radio station that we're playing. We're going to see it and put it on social media. But we actually had all the kids contribute to how the colors and all the spectrums and everything on there went. It is done from scratch. It is a winner for the WNN home team. And we're going to be putting that out hopefully Monday.
They did a great job. Hector,
Fantastic.
Animator, well, Ryan did film. It's about coming together as a team and a community. And our crew, if you see them, they have their vests, they have their shirts. They say the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
We got thumbs up.
Give them a thumbs up. Say hi. Even a bottle of water. They work really, really hard. A lot of them are in school. Some are out of school. They do a lot of this for credit. Our producers, they work harder and harder. And they are available for you to hire, for them to work when they're not with us. And their talents are impeccable. Their attention to detail, what Hector and everyone created. You're going to see it's a new spot for WNN and all the shows we do on the Beasley Radio Network.
That's
So that's coming out. We're live today at Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca on Kimberly, is it Boulevard?
Kimberly Boulevard.
Kimberly Boulevard. So between Lyons and 441, those are those cross streets, and between Yamato and Glades, there is a Marathon gas station on the corner. Ramona's Italian Eatery. The food is so good. Ramona's joining us on set. Ramona, this has been really, really busy.
Is this typical?
Some of it, yeah. I mean, in the winter, yes. Now I have a lot of supportive friends.
There you go. So
know,
maybe
but they
everybody
also
got to come
in
on
a lot.
down.
They're moving these guys back to a bigger table.
That's
And
right,
we
they need
talk
bigger
about
table.
a little bit of vegan. This is a little bit of vegetarian, a little bit of vegan, and there's fish. So there's something for everybody. We had the most delicious pizza,
It's
eggplant
gone. Don't be
parmesan,
looking around. It's gone.
eggs. Have you tried the fish? Scott's really funny because Scott's been standing over the food,
I know.
eating everything.
He likes to he's like the manja, a little bit of everything.
Manja, a little bit of everything. On our first hour, we had Amy Trujillo here with us from Mini Mitzvahs. She has an event coming up on September 29th from 10 in the morning until 12 at B'nai Torah. And the kids are making bread pudding and I think apple bread pudding to give to those elderly that are homebound in honor of the Jewish New Year, but anyone who is living where they are delivering the food to. If you have a child from the grades of 1 through 5, even 6 is okay, look up Mini Mitzvahs. It's minimitzvahs.com. They are an incredible organization for the children to reach out and give back to the community. They'll be in B'nai Torah. We're going to be there. Teddy's going to come. We're going to do a spot because I'm really excited that they may have their own radio show at WNN with us
That's
on
right.
Monday evenings
That to be
and to
announced,
spotlight
yes.
these kids and to really kick off our children's network that we've been working on for how many years?
4 years.
4 years, and she works tireless hours. Like you, Ramona, it's been her 1 year, and she woke up one day with an idea, and now she's going to her 2nd year with amazing sponsors and community and give back. And it's about teaching love and compassion and kindness to our kids.
I love it. I think it's amazing what she's doing.
Right?
And you new girl and Manuel
Anya?
put together. You keep calling her that. I'm
That
not
would be
gonna
her
lie.
name.
You new girl and Manuel put together a press release. First time they've done it. They put it out there about Ramona and what's going on here, which is really kind of cool. I want to congratulate them for doing that. It was very nice to put it out there because you don't know what's in your background if you don't make a backyard, if you don't make a little bit of noise.
You got to make a little bit of noise, a lot of bit of noise. As a matter of fact, I need to give a big shout out to Robin Weiss, who dropped off my new Swarovski crystal wand. Those who know me know that I do collect wands because it's about how I spread my magic and love and hope around the world. And she, one day, started making this. She tagged me on Facebook.
You know, that looks like a weapon.
And
that is one scary
all I can
star.
say is be nice to me. You know how Spider-Man has his web? I got my
want
wand.
one. Can I get one?
Absolutely, I will
If
share
you
her
want
information.
to order one, let us know. Call us. Come
She
on
will
down.
Swarovski anything you would like, and
Anything.
and the connections
Dogs,
she said.
cats, husbands, anything you want. She's
She's made through the cafe, and my crown is coming.
What's life without a little bit of bling?
What is life without a little bit of bling? You know what? You gotta have something that makes you happy, and everyone
That's what
knows
my daughter said when she got married.
I
She
do
had a
collect
bling.
wands, and this is the
You know,
latest edition.
The ladies don't know. The funny thing about Dawn having a wand, I mean, she's been doing this for years, right? The very first show that Dawn finally came on to the set, she sat on her hands, and she didn't move her face. And I said, are you okay? I said, can we go to commercial? I said,
It's true.
Is there a disease that I should know about? Because this is the first time I did a show with you.
Yeah.
And they said, no, I'm not supposed to talk with my hands.
One of your producers told me not to talk with my hands.
I said, okay, immediately call this producer, get her fired. So after that, she got one. She's gone through, it's gotten bigger and bigger. This is the biggest one.
This is my OG. This is my original. And people know they spend time with us and they create amazing, beautiful wands. So this is the latest. So thank you to Robin. You can find her on Facebook.
That is one big, beautiful one.
And yes,
Your business was created, right?
it lights up. I know. A whole nother business.
All right. Moving on. Where are we?
We're here at Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca Raton. They're open until what time tonight?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tonight. Lunch, dinner. It's busy here. I love it. Debbie Height stopped in, and we know her from the gallery. Some beautiful artwork that she creates. And we have Ann Dechter with us. And I have known Ann. You've met Ann a couple times.
I have.
And I love Ann just so much as a person, but to watch her evolve from where we both were many, many years ago to where we are now, and the evolution of women and growing, right, with our families and how things change, and then how we change.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad you're here, and I'm really glad you brought your book because I haven't read it yet.
Well, shout out. You aren't here to be good. You are here to be better. And I left you a few copies already, so
You know
you
what
better
happens?
read it.
Yeah,
My
and a
crew
few
takes
copies
my
takes
copies.
them. You gotta understand, when we're at studio, people come in to get a cup of coffee, and they'll start reading books, and they think it's the library, and they leave, and the books leave.
Because it's all the great energy you guys create when you're there.
But I need
It's
the
true.
book back.
It's like a home. But that's what we do. It's how we share with the community. And I'm glad you're here. We're talking about a new online program that you have launching. And I love so much what you're doing. You sent out an email yesterday, and I was reading it, and I thought, wow, this is remarkable. And the links and everything was in it. And I knew you had done it all because I knew it had your touch.
Thank you.
And what I found remarkable is I knew you way back when our boys were 3. And they're grown now. I'm 24 years old.
Mine is finally moving out.
Congratulations. We'll see if he comes back.
He's like a boomerang, you know.
Mine
they
went
don't come
back, out, in. But you know what? But that's the beauty of changing families. We talked about families in the house and how our lives have changed. Tell us about your online program, because it's just grown.
Well, this started, it's very interesting you talk about starting with the kids. My youngest at home is 15 right now, and as I started to launch him as well, I started to realize that it's time for me. I feel like I've been raising kids for 30 years.
Yeah.
Literally.
You're good.
Talking to you, Mike.
Oh, sorry. Like this? Okay. I've been raising kids for like 30 years. So now that the kids are getting older, I realized that it was time for me. So I started really, thank you. I started really paying attention to my passion and studying and learning. I've been learning for about 25 years right now. And then what happened is people started asking me questions. They started asking me, wow, you look happy, you look, your life is transformed. Why? Because I was married, divorced, like a lot of people are, remarried, and had a second chance in life. So everything that I learned, all the different spiritual wisdoms that I connected with, resulted in this new level relationship. And I started to realize as people were asking me questions and I started coaching people, they started saying, you know what, I've also been through a divorce. I've also been through major challenges in my life. What did you do to grow out of this place? Because you can get stuck there. It could be really challenging and painful. So as I started coaching, I started realizing and starting to see that the single women that I started connecting with and learning with and helping, the side benefit or the byproduct was they got engaged.
Wow.
So I said, you know what, there's something here. So it's not about just, okay, so the course is called Your Soulmate Awaits. How to attract your ultimate level soulmate that aligns with, connects to, and honors the real you. So this was all born out of that experience with single women. And I realized that it wasn't just about finding the soulmate, it was much bigger than that. First of all, it had to do with empowerment and growing into your own skin and feeling confident with who you were. And a lot of women were feeling like they didn't have the formula how to create that. So that was something we really started working on. A lot of people will come to me and say, what's my purpose in life? What am I here to do? And you know, I think that's a big question we all have in life, right? All of us face that question.
What is our purpose? Exactly.
What is our purpose? Why are we here? And as we start defining what that is and start growing into our skin, then we're ready to share that with a partner. So as they started getting more confident, as they started growing into their skin, the partner came. So I said, you know what? There's something here. Maybe I should be really focusing on working with single entrepreneurial women. And why do I make that distinction? Because look, the truth is if you're not willing to invest in you, if you're not willing to grow, and it's not easy. It's not like going and picking up a burger somewhere, going through the fast food drive-out. This takes effort and it takes commitment. So if someone's not willing to do that, then it's going to be a lot harder to get that result that you want.
I think Ramona has a question.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm just listening to you. I just love the fact what you said. Single entrepreneur woman. What happens if you're married? Do you still want to work with them?
Will you help Ramona?
I'll work with them, but not in the course. Your soulmate awaits. Privately.
It'll be a different course.
Privately.
It'll be a different course.
But Ramona, you bring up a very good point because things have changed. You know, a lot of men have lost their jobs, having to take other positions where the wife and the family now is picking up the slack. Now, for guys out there who, you know, are going to face reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, women are people too. And they do have brains. And a lot of them are better business people than even the men. The problem is, and nobody's ever said, okay, you do what you do, let's find out, let's dance to your music. It's very difficult from old days to bring it to new days. But that's a good point. Being a coach for business women is still part of the game, whether they're married or not. It's still the same concept,
It's
right?
still the same contract.
And you have different programs. This is your new program, but you have programs, and I know you have events all the time in your home.
Yes.
For women and empowerment and business.
And tonight also I'm having an event at Boca Raton Synagogue. I'm doing a big seminar tonight called, what do I call it? 1 second. There's so many programs going on, I can't remember. This one tonight is called Humanity's Countdown to Humanity's Great Reset. So
That's the email I got, which was remarkable.
Yes, so that's tonight. So that's at Boca Raton Synagogue
Is it
at
open?
7:30 p.m. Yes, it's open. We're meeting in the Petrova boardroom, and we're going to be talking about the fact that this month is a very powerful month that before the month Rosh Hashanah comes. Now, Rosh Hashanah is a human thing. It's not just a Jewish thing. All of humanity is going through this great reset. We go back to the moment of time, back to the beginning, where we can reset, start all over again, and we need some tools to help us understand how we can go back and return back to that part of us that is pure, unadulterated, without chaos, pain, suffering, because we're given another opportunity to start all over again. So that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So, yes, there's a lot of stuff going on, but basically they're the same concepts. The same concepts about how to be the best you can be. But why working with the women in terms of this attracting your ultimate level soulmate is because this is the underlying purpose. I have a mission, and it's what we call to heal the world. Now, I realize that soulmate love is one of the strongest energetic forces in the world that has the power to heal the world. And that when two people get together on this ultimate soulmate level, because we're not just talking about soulmate, there's not just one soulmate. People don't know this. There are different soulmates on different levels. So for example, my husband from my first marriage, I really believe he was my soulmate at that stage of where I was at that time in my life. Because through that relationship, wow, I grew. It was like being in a pressure cooker. That's all I want to say. So I grew. I couldn't be doing what I am right now if I didn't have that experience.
Correct.
I mean, do you agree that experiences in your life
Every experience
mold you
comes, absolutely.
into like a diamond? Like, how do we create a diamond? We take
In
a
a
piece
pressure
of
cooker.
in a pressure cooker under the ground. It's like you take a piece of coal, it turns into a diamond under the pressure of the Earth's forces, and that's what turns it into a
You
diamond.
see, Ramona, that's why when you said it isn't easy, it's not supposed to be easy.
Not
No,
supposed to
not
be
in this world.
Under pressure, you're going to come out at the other side as a diamond. And then the funny thing is, when you're sitting there and everybody says to you, wow, you're doing pretty good, you're going to remember those days when you said, man, it was dark in here.
Oh, yes.
But
a lot of life, not only in business, but just like growing up, a lot of life. You know, some people take the road, they go here and they go to the high road.
Right.
Well, I was like one of those that was
You
a
took the Mary Andrews
70s
road.
teenager, you know? I was a 70s teenager.
You
It
know,
took a lot to get to where I am
I
today.
love what Ramona is saying because I always teach. I say, you know, life, if you look at life like the I-95, you can get on in Georgia and your destination is Miami. If you stay on the I-95, you're going to get there.
Yep.
So the analogy is that we're all going to get there, get back to our real self, to our authentic self. But it depends on if we mess around here, we make a mistake there, and we screw up here. We're going to get off in Georgia. We're going to get off in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to get off, spend a few lifetimes there, get back on, spend a few lifetimes, get back on. And what could take one lifetime to perfect, to grow into self-actualize, to grow into the best version of you, can take many, many lifetimes. And by the time you get to Miami, you're beat up, you're bruised, you're exhausted.
But we all learned from that conversation. We're going to go to commercial break, live from Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca Raton. We are on Kimberly Boulevard between Lyons and 441, and then between Yamato and Glades. Coming out there open till night until 8 o'clock, Sunday through Thursday from 8 to 8, 9 to 9?
10 to 8.
10 to 8. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner still on this table, Freddie.
Come on down
We've
and
got
check
a
it
lot
out.
of eating to do. We've got some old friends, new friends. We've got Fem City someplace in the house. I know
Fem
Patty
City in the
Goldenberg is
house.
here.
Where
I know
is Patty?
Danielle Boujon is here. More to come. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Farrow Law Firm, standing up to corporate bullies, using innovative, aggressive, and effective strategies to resolve disputes effectively and timely. Contact us at 954-252-9818, online at farrowlawfirm.com, and on Facebook at Farrow Law Firm. We look forward to being of service to you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Ring your bell. When we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV live at Ramona's Italian Eatery, yes, Danielle Boujon is ringing Freddie's bell today. Freddie, that should be a game. We should play a game. Who's ringing Freddie's bell today?
No, let's not play that.
It's like what is Jody wearing today?
Let's
That
not
can be
play.
a game. Jody, you want to get back at Freddie? Who's ringing Freddie's bell today?
What is Jody wearing? Joe, what is Jody wearing today at WNN Radio?
Only Teddy's going to know the answer.
That's okay. He'll repeat it on the air.
She's going to repeat it. Danielle
So-
Boujon is joining us on the set.
Yes, and you know how hard it is to get Danielle in front of a camera?
I know, and she's actually joining us on location.
One of the world's best photographers.
She
One of
really
the best
is.
I've seen. One of the best.
Tremendous. And we only met Danielle a year ago, and to see where
Has it
she's
been a
gone.
year? BBT and all this stuff that we've done with
It was a year ago. We met her at, yes, it was a breast cancer awareness event, which was either in September or October of last year.
Yes, I remember that.
And it was at the Heart of Delray Gallery, and that's where we met Danielle. And she has followed us on shoots in limos, to BB&T, to on location, to doing our headshots, which it's already been a year since we did our last ones. We've even used those to create our coffee cart canvas.
I remember. We've used your stuff everywhere.
I love it. Thank you.
And you're working with Moby Pop?
Yes.
You do a lot of different work. Women, pregnancy, marriages, even
Products.
products,
Yeah.
headshots,
Corporations.
everything.
Yes.
Any favorite?
She does that thing with the...
all of them is favorite.
You do that thing with the pregnant women?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
thing
then
with
you
the
make them
pregnant
look-
women.
Huh? What?
That thing with the pregnant
The
women.
pictures.
You're
but
such a way with words
It's the way
for a
she
radio host.
poses them.
Oh.
She makes them seductive and beautiful. You know, when my ex-wife, when she was 7 months pregnant, I came home and she was crying. And I said, "What's the matter?" She says, "I look horrible." True story. She got all depressed about it. You change
true.
all that. And if a guy, if a man doesn't tell you, a husband, doesn't tell you, he comes home to a woman who's depressed, who's pregnant, he's lying. Because it's the worst feeling in the world because we can't do nothing about it. She changes that.
Danielle, she does. You make everyone look so beautiful in the moment.
Thank you.
Really amazing. How do people get in touch with you?
My phone number is at 561-305-2241.
And you go on location. You're going to Costa Rica. You've been to the Bahamas. Going to Costa
New
Rica for a
York.
week.
Yeah. I
She
shoot
w-
in Central Park too.
And Central.
Pregnant.
Wow. She's just really, really incredible. So, ladies, we're talking a wonderful Women's Wednesday. That's where you're sitting with Scott on the side. You can
That's
sit
right.
with Levine
I'm
over
trying to
there
find some
also.
male- Manuel, you can sit over here next to me, please.
They've got, this isn't an Orthodox place. The men and women can't sit at the same table. It's an Italian eatery. You guys don't have to stay over there. We're really good over here, too.
Hey, listen, I figured why not have
We're
Ramona?
empowered, the four of
We're
us.
empowered here,
And
exactly.
you got more that are going to be visiting you as well. I'm comfortable here.
You're very good over there. Contact Danielle Boujon for any photography needs. She does product shots. She works with Moby Pop. She is truly endorsed by the Brooklyn Cafe TV through me and Freddie. So contact her for anything you need.
Yes, thank you.
We're talking women empowerment. Now, you've got this ladies singles event. Danielle is single.
Danielle?
And you had a special I
Yes,
saw
I am.
for, it's a
Are you-
6-week program.
It's a 6-week online course. Your soulmate awaits.
And you have a 50% discount for a beta group.
This is my first ever online course, so if anybody wants to join the beta group, instead of $500, it's $249 to find your ultimate level soulmate.
And it's all done online. The people do not have to come to Boca. They can do everything with you online.
Everything is online through Zoom meetings, and I do one-on-ones to find out what your challenges are, work with you. I'm very excited about this because, as I mentioned before, it's not just about finding your soulmate. Anyone can find a soulmate. But it's about finding the ultimate level soulmate that actually aligns with you and resonates with you on your life's highest purpose. Because when two people come together, the love on a soulmate level, the love that's generated affects the whole world. It doesn't stay just within the
That is true.
within the four walls of your home. And that's what I'm working for. That's the bigger picture because the world's gone crazy. World is mad, nuts. We need to have more love in the world. We need to have more people connecting on that ultimate level so we can change the world one loving relationship at a time.
Amen.
Amen, right?
Amen.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Ramona.
It's absolutely true, though, because when two souls come together, whatever level soulmate that is, you realize the power of what love can create.
It's so powerful. And you know what we all say, like, oh, this month, especially now before Rosh Hashanah hits,
we're in the month
I
of
have
Elul.
to change, I have to become better, etc. I always say pick one thing, because if we look at our lives, we can get really down on ourselves, and there's so much to choose, right? I don't like this about myself, I don't like that, and before you know it, you're paralyzed and you're not making any decisions. So make a decision to make that soulmate love the priority, because that, in my humble opinion, is the most effective, efficient way to heal the world.
And Ramona,
I was just thinking, because I remember like when I first became religious, it was like the month of Elul is a very big time to grow. And as I've evolved in, a few more years and everything, I've realized that every day of our lives, every month of our lives is a time for us to make a fresh start. We don't have to wait for a certain period. There is certain energies that are in the world at certain
Absolutely.
times. It's like when there's a full moon, there's a high tide. I mean, we know that. But there's always a time, every time, in my life, I'll talk about that, I can just start over for the day, or I could say, okay, I'm going to make a U-turn in my life, and I'm going to go on to a different direction.
It's interesting because every day, even if we have a bad day, and Monday was a bad day, Freddie says, tomorrow's a new day, we start over.
That's right.
And that's
right.
exactly what you're saying. You know what? Every day is a new day. And if we can learn from what we're supposed to learn from, the things that God and the angels and whatever you believe in presents to you, if you can learn those lessons, then we evolve. Otherwise, we repeat the same mistakes over and over.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing. It's like the movie, everyone has to watch the movie Groundhog Day.
Oh, every day is the same day.
But why is the day the same day over and over again? It's because the guy didn't learn his lessons. He's still nasty, he's still a taker, he's still selfish. And he's still lying and cheating to get the girl he wants. And then only over time with, like, I say the school of hard knocks, he's getting whacked on the head. Then he wakes up and realizes, I got to do something different.
We have to learn our lessons of what we do.
And there's a way to learn them. You can learn them with mercy, meaning you choose. You listen to the friend who's saying to you, hey, darling, I love you, you're off the path, something's not right. Or you let the school of hard knocks kick you around. I don't want to be kicked around. I'm done with that.
We get to a point where we've raised our kids, and actually someone said to me the other day, is taking your life back worth it to you? Was that worth the change? Well, I raised my kids, I did the mom thing, and I did everything for them. And as you said, now it's your time.
Now it's my time.
Not that you can't do it as a woman in business and be pregnant and have your career and be the CEO. You can do it all. But for those of us that didn't do it all from the beginning, there is a time that you can empower yourself anytime.
At any time. It just so happens that this month, as Ramona said, there are certain energies in the universe. This month, the energy is all about doing that return, that self-introspective. So if you choose this month to put a tiny little bit of effort into doing that, it's magnified exponentially. So it's called being smart with where you invest your time and energy. So that's why I timed the course to come out in October. So the course starts October 29th, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. because at that point, I think we've had a year to reflect and maybe we're ready to start implementing and making changes. So if I can be of assistance in that regard, I'm here.
How do people find you?
So the best way is to connect with me on my Facebook page. It's Ann Shoshana Dector. Connect with me on my Facebook page, PN me, leave me your email address, phone number, and I'll get back in touch with you.
I should get back in touch with you very easily. Freddie, you want to take a mic around and start talking about some people whose restaurant is full?
Yes, you want me to interfere their lunch?
I'd like you to participate in the show.
Well, me and Scott are working over here.
This is the work wife saying, would you like to participate in our show, or would you like to hang out and talk to Scott on the sidelines?
We are talking about a whole bunch of things. We're talking about Fem City. We're talking about all sorts of things over here.
We've got Fem City in the house, Patty Goldenberg. She's having a whole conversation also. Everyone's having a lot of fun. But isn't that what this restaurant's all about?
It's like a local place. It's a local restaurant where everybody comes and people just feel comfortable. It's not anything fancy. It's not anything. It's just a real good social restaurant.
You're creating a community.
I am trying.
That's a good thing.
I am trying.
But that's what it's all about. And as Ann says, it's all about this month, right? Not only this month, and it's not just that it's Rosh Hashanah, but it is. It's about the creation and energies in the full moon. Danielle takes beautiful pictures of the moon all the time, and life. You do baby pictures and starting over when you can.
And you know, the bottom line here, if you don't take a shot, you're not going to score. Okay,
You gotta take a shot in
You
life
gotta take a
always.
shot. And it's funny because, like you said, it ain't always gonna work out. And then you learn from your mistakes and you move on. That's all. It's all it is. It's
But that's
called
what
adjustment.
life is all about. Life is all about taking chances, not staying stagnant, to move on. If you have a dream, you go after your dream. If you've gone through a situation, then maybe you could teach other people or be a help in that situation. I mean, a lot of organizations start because people have gone through such a horrible, horrendous thing in their life that at that point they feel that they can be of service to the rest of the community over that.
And we've watched Danielle evolve in the past year. And not that you've changed your business, but you've taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
How did you do that? With what inspiration?
Well, everything I do has inspired me. Yeah, the people that I go to my path. Yeah.
We've totally taken her out of her comfort zone here.
And you
Because
know,
Danielle likes to
and you
hide
know,
behind the camera.
And Danielle is very shy
Can you
in front
come
of
back
the
to
camera.
your place?
No, you stay right there.
Can you come back to your place, she
I
says.
want everybody to take a look at you because you have done so much for people. There was a time Danielle said if you come to the cafe up at the gallery, she would take your headshot for free.
We did that last
Yeah,
holiday season.
I want to set up again so we can collect.
And
the
everybody
toys.
started showing up. And they got their headshots done. And you did a lot for the producers. You had because we talked to them about opening up their own LLCs and businesses and everything else. All starting from somewhere. Same thing you're doing, Ramona, starting from somewhere. Because you're right. I remember when everybody laughed at me. I remember when people said nobody watches baseball, sports, and football on their phone. Well, I was watching the Jets and the Giants all on my phone. And this was 11 years ago. And they laughed me out of those offices. Well, they ain't laughing no more.
Well, let me ask you a question. I'll ask everyone a question. Does anyone say, yeah, you got this when you have an idea, unless it's those traditional professional careers?
No, I usually get, hey, you're crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I've been told that this was the biggest mistake I ever made. I told you not to do it. Why did you do it? You had such a great job in New York. Why did you take the chance? I took the chance because that's who I am. And that's what I have to do, not only as a woman, but just my life.
So what do you think is the mechanism?
What about you, right? And you wrote a book. Ever think you were going to write a book?
Oh my God! If I could have had a crystal ball and seen myself years into the future and seen this, I would have laughed. I'm saying this out there. I hope it's not going to come to bite me in the butt. But I was one of those girls that was dancing on the speakers in the clubs. I mean, you know, you too.
Me too. Oh, I had too much fun.
I had way too much fun. I'm like, so now I look at my life now and I go, really? I'm sitting here and talking to people about empowerment and being the best I could be. My idea of being the best I could be was dancing till 3 a.m. until I dropped.
But at the time, that was the best you wanted to be, right?
At the
and
time,
you've evolved.
Thank God. But there's this mechanism. I always ask myself, I know the universal truths tell us that we are meant to fall and pick ourselves back up. That nothing comes for free, and there's no greater joy in the world than saying, I did it, I made it happen. Like when you own that creation, it's insane how wonderful that feels.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you own it, or do you give the credit to somebody else?
We always have to give partial credit, half credit to our higher power.
Yes, that's true. But I meant, do you give the credit? If you wrote this book and you say, oh, you know what? It really wasn't me. It was, but you did so much for me in the process. You take the credit.
I own
it. Good. Danielle, do you take the credit?
No, I take credit.
Yeah, I would say
I'll
I'm
take the
blessed.
credit.
And I've been told that when I started doing photograph, and they told me that I'm not going anywhere because everybody has a camera, everybody has it is a photographer. So I'm like, okay, keep it going. And then I never stop.
You never stop. You
no,
keep going.
I didn't stop. I bought a camera, and I started shooting and never stopped for 15 years.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But Ann, I think that, and Ramona, how about you? Do you take the credit for the success of your restaurant?
Well, I give a lot of it to my higher power, but yeah, aside from that, yeah, I mean, I pulled every permit myself. I designed it. I found the contractors. I ended up in the hospital for anxiety attacks a few times. Yeah, basically, I do. Now I give a lot of my credit to my workers. Sherry's my waitress.
She's
and
great.
Jeanette is my waitress. Sherry came to work with me for one day just to help out. And, right, Sherry? And you're still here. She's still here.
But she's great, and you have Scott, and you
Scott
bring
is
in a
amazing.
team
You know,
around you to help support you.
Certain people come into my life at certain times to get me to where I need to go, because I can't do this alone.
So that's the same thing with this course, Finding Your Soulmate. People think they can do this on their own, but everybody needs a team for everything in their life. It takes a village to raise kids. It takes a team to find that ultimate level soulmate. It takes a team to run a restaurant. You just shared with me that you have a whole team running this program.
It started out as me and Freddie, and we needed a team, and we really have a spectacular team. And Anya's new; she's been with us 3 days. And I said, "How do you like it?" She said, "I love it." And you know what? Our test is if they show up the next day, they're good, because we could scare anyone off on day one. But you know what? Put your feet in and you get to work, because there's no time to sit and read a book on what we do, right? You get right in and you do it.
You know, the funny thing is also ideas are great, but you have to make adjustments as you're going along. There are always adjustments going on. And that's what me and Scott are talking about, by the way. There are adjustments going on around you right now, Ramona, that you just don't realize. There are things that we are looking at. There are adjustments to see what's the best flavor. How many people in the room, male to female, age demographics, time of day, weather, wind. What happened yesterday that affects today's mentality? There is so many things to running a successful business. And the key word there is successful. Anybody can run a business. You can run it into the ground. You can run it sideways. You can be spinning your wheels all day long until you hit that mark. So what you have to think is you always are making adjustments. And from where we came from, we had a laptop, we had 2 cams, and we were at a radio station. That's how we started. And we have grown to this. And it's kind of scary sometimes, because there's even more to add on to this. But in your place, I don't think it'll hold it.
I have to tell you, this place has been pretty packed. Is this normal?
Some of these people I really don't know.
We know them all.
You know, and I really have to be honest with you. I mean, I asked a lot of people to come to support, but
you don't even know them.
I don't even know half these people.
All right, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk Fem City, what's going on in Fem City, Boca del Rey. Our women empowerment continues. We are live at Ramona's Italian Eatery in West Boca Raton. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated. what's with all the excitement? Join us at Game of Axes, Boynton Beach. The game is simple and learning to throw is fun and easy. For more information, search our website, gameofaxes.com, or call us at 561-617-0120. With the help of our talented axe masters, you will be hitting bullseyes in no time. Game of Axes is located at 12550 South Military Trail. Let's get throwing.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV live on location at Ramona's Italian Eatery in West
Look
Boca
at
Raton.
Ramona taking pictures. She's a movie star.
I love her honesty. You know these people? No, I really don't.
She's like, no.
So anyone who tells us we don't know what we're doing,
I
ask
have
Ramona.
no clue of what we're doing. But I'm going to tell you, it's pretty good stuff. You got Fem City in
We've
the
got
house.
Fem City. It's a wonderful Women's Wednesday.
It's amazing how you get around.
Ramona, pull a chair up. We'll move Patty over to Ann, and then Ramona will pull a chair up. We'll squeeze it all in. What's happening with Fem City, Patty?
Oh my goodness. So I am heading down to Cooper's Hawk Winery from here to do a site visit for our anniversary luncheon, which is next Friday. We're celebrating 8 years of connecting women in business in our communities for Fem City Boca del Rey, and I'm very excited.
And you know that it is the month of dot. What is that month?
International Dot Day. What's
International
Sunday?
Dot Day.
I did not know.
International Dot Day. It's how do you make your mark on the world creatively?
I did not know
One
that.
dot at a time.
You
one
connect
mark
the
at
dots.
a time.
And because you have all those women in their companies, you can connect all those dots.
I have to tell you, it is so busy here that they're clearing off tables
Yes.
because people are waiting at the door.
That's right. Come on down. Come on down. And you know what? Come on down.
Ramona's up and she's clearing tables for the next wave to come in. It's remarkable. I never even knew Ramona's was
never
here.
knew this was
Now,
here.
you never knew it was here?
You
I've
live
been
near here?
10 minutes.
You live
I'm
like down the
10
street.
minutes away, yes.
But Ann's been here.
I've been here, yes.
Really
Well,
amazing.
we told Ramona we want to do seminars in here, have people come in
I
and
think
talk.
it's amazing.
and-
It could be like a real community place. You can
Absolutely.
have coffee and learning. You can have a lot of great stuff going on. The food
You
that
can-
I've seen come out looks amazing.
Oh, you got to try some of that. It is deliciousness. And then you go outside, you do this thing, and you eat under the stars. What's that called?
A sukkah.
Sukkah, baby. Sukkah. Now, we got Sky. Sky, you got people over there? You
I
have
sure
talk
do.
to?
I got a few people over here.
Yeah, talk to people.
Hey, how
Let
you
us know.
doing?
He's talking to people in the crowd. I mean,
So,
why?
welcome
They're
to
in here. We might as well put 'em-
Ramona's. What brings you in here today?
I'm a friend of Ramona, and I heard very good things about the food. And turns out my boys love the pizza, the French fries, fresh salads, good coffee. It's amazing.
Okay, and what do you like about the pizza?
Well, you can definitely tell it was cooked fresh. The mix of cheeses was delicious. The sauce was pretty tasty as well, nicely cooked. Almost devoured the whole entire thing myself. I was sharing it with a brother of mine. Down to my last slice, I think that's gonna be my dessert for tonight. So, but definitely fresh food, especially the fries. They were freshly cut, very tasty, very delicious. Loved every bit of it.
Ramona tries for a real homemade sort of feel. Everything is made in-house, and it's done to certain standards. In fact, I think, Ramona, you said that you have somebody who comes in here every so often who makes sure everything is the kosher way?
Yeah, he comes I have a rabbi that comes in like about every day to check all the lettuce to make sure that there's no bugs in there. I know it sounds crazy to some people, but yeah. And then I have the ORB, my kashrus, my kosher supervision. They come just to check to make sure that everything that I have in my restaurant, all of the food and everything that I have in my restaurant is up to their standards.
So that puts the kosher into the Italian eatery, so.
Basically, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't know the difference. It's the people don't know the difference. It's just important for the people that need to have the difference has the difference.
So you have what you want, plus you have all the extras on top of it. Cool.
It's delicious.
You have everything you want except meat. But they do have the Beyond Burger. There will be vegan hot dogs available. Everything is here except meat products. So it's like being a little bit of vegan, Freddie.
Just a little bit of vegan, baby. And
Plus
you know,
there's fish.
And it's healthy for you.
And the fish, we
All
haven't
kidding
even
aside.
tried the fish. It looks incredible.
You know, we have so many things going on, so many people showing up. We may have to start putting tables out in the parking lot, Ramona.
It's funny because we
We're
took
gonna run out
some,
of space.
well, we took some tables for the set, and she brought more out.
In the wintertime, people sit outside a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's a little warm.
Have you ever
today.
heard of Fem City?
Wait till you hear
I think
this.
Ramona should learn about Fem
You
City
should
Boca
learn
del
about
Rey.
this.
FemCity is a women's networking group and professional organization, and we are international.
Her face.
And I'm involved with the Boca del Rey FemCity, and that's why we joined the Brooklyn Cafe each Wednesday.
Awesome.
You got to see the women that come forward. They're not only business people, they become friends. They have come on, we've talked to them, they've done business together among themselves. I've been trying to sneak to get into one of the events for a year now. I even put on a wig and a dress because it's only for
Women or-
women. It's
A
only
different
women.
ad, apparently.
Nothing works. But the organization, everywhere we go, they talk about Fem City. Do you know? Yes, I know. They're on the show every Wednesday.
It's been a great networking, and Patty said to Ann, I can't make tonight's event, but Ann said it's going to be streamed, so you can watch her event tonight on Facebook as well.
Facebook Live and Shoshana Dector.
Yeah, I forget how many people we connect. I said, Patty, you know Ann? She's, yes, we've met before.
we have.
The networking and the community that we have within our cafe, I'm so happy that we now have, I hope, a West location in Boca that we can bring our community together
Yes,
here.
because we never had a West location. We never had a
Right.
location
Oh, I'm so
this West.
happy. I see, I'm number one.
You are. Our
Go
number
us.
one Boca West location. We've got East Boca with the radio station. We can keep Ramona's as our West satellite,
Yes.
which would be incredible. We've got two more, Scott?
Two more. What do you got?
All right.
What do you
What do
got?
we have?
We've
This is
got,
like a baseball game.
what's your name?
Yossi Saif.
So what brought you in here today?
We came up from Long Island. We're here for 1 day,
You're here all the way from Long Island, huh?
1.5 days,
one
and
day.
we make sure this is a stop.
Wow.
So it's fresh food, it's good, and there's a big choice of restaurants. This is our favorite.
Are you here for the Italian, the kosher, the fish? What are you here for?
We're here for the fish, but it's kosher, and we're here for Sherry, the waitress, who's the friendliest person around.
She's great. Yeah, all the waitresses are servers are so friendly, and at the end of the day, when you leave here, you feel like your family.
I also feel like I'm not broke.
Good pricing?
Excellent.
Okay, so you heard it. This is from customers who've come in for today.
You know, we haven't actually even talked about that, Scott. I'm glad you brought that up. The pricing on the menu is really remarkable because there are some restaurants in South Florida that are pricier than others. The prices here for breakfast are incredible. Waffles, toast. I only have the breakfast menu. The pizza, it's a little more than 25 cents a slice, but the prices are reasonable. The portions are tremendous. And the food is so good. You've got vegan, vegetarian, and kosher for those of you that are inclined to be kosher. But you have everything here.
What about delivery, Ramona?
We do delivery dudes, Uber Eats, and we also do our own delivery. So if somebody calls up, we will deliver for them. You know, we've been all the way over to some of the hotels on Federal Highway and A1A.
And you cater.
And I cater. I'm doing
We
an affair
talked about that in the last
tonight
hour.
for an organization called A Meet. I'm doing a catering affair tonight.
Wait a minute. You delivered all the way to A1A?
Yeah, there's sometimes when people come to the hotels, they need a kosher meal. So,
And,
yeah.
and you deliver all the way out there?
Yeah, I do.
So then you deliver to Beaucaire.
I will deliver as long as it's worth it. I'll deliver wherever.
Beaucaire is like 10 minutes from here.
There you have
Yeah, Delray we've delivered, Boynton Beach we've delivered.
You're going to be wanting to meet people now.
I'm going to be eating the vegan.
We're going to get Freddie vegan, kosher.
Yeah.
And you know what she said? You can actually use mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, mayonnaise is not dairy nor.
No, that was a different story.
But
you asked me that on the phone.
You asked her that,
me
and she
about
says it's okay.
mayonnaise.
So you know what? You're good to go,
No,
Freddie.
I wasn't allowed to use mayonnaise at that deli that I was at restaurant.
There was for no reason other than tradition. There's no reason you could not have done that.
Well, he said I couldn't. He said, well, I said, can I go outside and put it
Could he
out
put
there? And then
mayonnaise
when
on what kind of sandwich?
What?
Pastrami.
I put mayonnaise on a hamburger.
On a
I
pastrami.
love mayo on
I know
I put
people
on
put
pastrami.
mayonnaise on matzah.
I put yes, why not? I've had it on matzah.
Freddie
It's
puts
delicious.
mayonnaise on everything.
Mayonnaise is
everything.
Remember the movie My Big Fat Great Wedding where she put
Yes.
Windex? That's Freddie and mayonnaise.
It's delicious. It is what God intended there to be.
But this restaurant, the shoot today was so incredible. Scott, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
bringing Ramona's to our awareness to our table. And Ramona, thank you for hosting us and your husband
my
for having
pleasure.
us. It's been really just a remarkable shoot. Our kids have been incredible. The view of your ocean view is really amazing.
Stunning, right?
It's
have
a
a lot of
beautiful
waves
day.
coming in, man.
And she's setting up the sukkah after Rosh Hashanah, a long table, and I think that would be really fun to come out and do as well.
Well, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I see a whole lot of people coming
There's
in.
a lot of people coming out.
I would do, I'm going to do that. All
I
right.
think you should come out for Sukkot. We'll
I'm
have
gonna come
fun.
for
We should do a show from here from the sukkah.
Give me all that stuff.
Want to do a show from the sukkah?
Yeah, you got to tell me when not to say, but I'll do it.
You can say anything you want.
Seating in our sukkah. Don't worry about
Mixed
it.
seating?
Mixed seating.
I get pushed to the back already. They're putting the Puerto Rican in the back of the bus.
Patty, tell people how people can find Fem City.
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, Fem City Boca Del Rey, or you can find us at femcity.com and look for Boca Del Rey location.
And your big event, the luncheons are
Biggest
sold
event, we have 5 spots left.
5 spots.
5.
She always comes here when she's running out, you know?
Well, you know what? At least she's got some left, which is good.
Now, let me ask you a question real quick. When is the event?
Where?
When?
When? Next Friday. Next Friday, the 27th, from 12 to 2 p.m. And I will say, in honor of our anniversary, we are offering a special membership rate. We are offering lifetime membership for Fem City for only $375.
A lifetime membership.
Join once, never renew again.
I'm going to tell you something. If you got a business and you're a female, you got to join this organization. I remember when she had small numbers. Now it's exploding. Exploding.
And Ann, how do people find you for tonight, your book, everything?
Well, first of all, I'm so happy to reconnect with you because I'm going to check out Fem City.
Definitely.
For sure. Ramona, thank you because I'll be continuing to eat here. Thank you both, Don and Freddie.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
And
people can find you how?
Okay, so the best way to reach me is on my Facebook page, Ann Shoshana Dector. The course starts, Your Soulmate Awaits, starts Tuesday, October 29th. And my book is available for purchase. And I am available anytime.
For all kinds of coaching, not only single women, any type of coaching, just to better and empower yourself. Contact Ann. I've known Ann for many years, and really, she truly walks the walk and talks the talk, and she has evolved, as we all do, and that's what makes a good coach, when you know the ups and downs of life.
You know, I did a show one time back in the day that talked about dual flames.
Doing what?
Dual
flames.
flames.
Dual flames,
Like
yes.
soulmates and stuff like that. And I never understood her coaching. She's a great friend of mine, but it never made any sense to me because it seemed like the flame never existed. It was extinguished flame.
You never found the right flame, maybe.
No,
Well,
she didn't find
unfortunately,
the
in today's day and age, we've got over 50% extinguished flaming going on.
Yes.
The divorce
And
rate
growing.
is insane.
It is. I think it's a business. I think every attorney in America has gotten together and says, let them get married and then let them be
Today's show
apart.
is about hope and empowerment.
Yes.
Hence my new wand, where I get to spread greatness to all. Thank
There
you
is
again
hope.
to Robin Weiss for creating this beautiful Swarovski crystal wand.
We
If you
got 4
want anything
minutes.
crystallized, you can contact her on Facebook. And thank you to Ramona's. I don't think so. I've got 1:57 on my
What do you
on my
got?
clock.
I
There you have it.
I got one.
Come on out. See Ramona's open Sunday through Thursday. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
Hey,
They're
Ramona,
located-
what's the phone number here so we can ring it off the phone?
561-419-7523. And you could also contact me on my cell phone at 917-207-4540.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, back in Studio A. Be kind to each other.
And blow up Ramona's phone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Motivation and a customized, easy, and flexible program designed with you in mind. Contact us at ShredZoneOnline.com and ShredZone Fitness Studio, 561-331-2059. ShredZone Online gives you 24/7 access to your personal trainer, personalized nutrition suggestions, strength training, and weekly accountability. Contact Shred Zone today at 561-331-2059. Let Shred Zone shred you to a better health. ShredZoneOnline.com or 561-331-2059.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.